So today we're going to look at drawing some cyber zombie concepts, and that is like organic sort of zombies with fleshy looking, you know, rotten skin and stuff combined with wires and, you know, other cybernetic stuff that you can just make up and hopefully have a go at. But to arrive at them sort of drawings we have to maybe start to sketch some ideas and see what we can do. So on this particular sheet I'm going to draw some head sketches, and then I might do a larger one, just try and come up with some ideas really. So I've got a 6B pencil, so it should show up a bit better than the previous sort of drawings that I've done. So when I start to sketch sort of zombie looking heads, maybe give this one like some kind of helmet on the top of the head, and then the rest is all organic fleshy stuff. I'm drawing stuff like this, doesn't really work out sometimes, other times it might do, so just, you know, when you're drawing stuff like this, just try and come up with the ideas that you've got in your head, and once you've exhausted that, maybe try and do things different ways, draw stuff different ways and that. Zoom in a bit. A few wires and stuff just disappearing off the head. Bit of shadowing. A few bolts and stuff. I don't know, it's just best to come up with ideas as best you can really. The shape of, you know, the top of the head I don't really like, so maybe I'll just take a bit off that. It's like a metal cap on its head, so maybe draw some little reflection lines or something like that. So what we're interested in is trying to sort of mesh things together. This first drawing isn't up to much, but as you go on and do different ones, so that's the warm-up sketch. Maybe try and draw it a different way. Maybe some you can maybe do it a bit more like rotten. A lot more wires, a lot more sketchy looking. Straighten up these wires, you know, you don't have to keep them all the way you've quickly sketched there. maybe entwining wires, you know, all wrapping around each other. Like another metal plate on the top of the head. I think the key here is just have fun with the sketching process, you know, just try and draw whatever idea, you know, comes into your head. Just try and draw on paper. If it works, it works, all well and good, but if it doesn't, it's just back to the drawing board, you know, just keep drawing stuff until you're happy. There's no right or wrong way to try and come up with ideas. Just start to draw and see what occurs on the page. I'm not too happy with any of these. So maybe we'll come up with a different, maybe like a sad profile again of a skull, a zombie looking skull maybe. Mouth wide open like that. Maybe there's a gun coming out of the mouth. Who knows? Just make it up as you go along. That's usually how sketches are made, anyway. How illustrations are made, sorry, with sketches. You know, I make the illustrations, but I think that's it with the head drawings of these cyber zombie concepts. I want to try and draw some concepts with a bit more of the body, maybe like head and shoulders and a bit of the torso or something. So I'm going to put them to one side for now. Probably refer to them, you know, just as sort of inspiration and things like that. Maybe try and draw a couple of more ideas. Really, it's best to try and draw a few, you know, ideas and try and work things out how the, you know, the finished drawing could look like. So, and that's the best way to do with ideas. So I'm going to draw head and shoulders, maybe arms, maybe some more wires and stuff. Just making little scribbles for now. So really we're just trying to find like ways to draw this. I think it's going to be something along this lines where the head and shoulders are sort of showing with the arms, perhaps. Maybe the arms being a bit animated or something, you know. Maybe that arm comes that way, who knows. Try and sketch things in like basic rib cage there, whatever you can. There's going to be a hand there. I don't know if that's going to work, but I quite like it. You know, if this was a larger drawing on this full page, I think I'd quite like that to be developed more. You know, we've got all the elements there. We just need to make more of the cyber elements, like wires, perhaps. Just try and finish a few of them wires. Different wires. I'll just quickly add. This is just going to be a sketch, I'm not going to finish this one. But I think this is the idea that I'm going to select. So this is the next day from that other drawing when I drew them initial heads. Doing a lot of videos in sort of stages, so sometimes it's good to come back to a drawing, a concept, particularly if you were struggling like I was with them heads. I wasn't really happy with them really, but that's the drawing process. You know, you can draw stuff really easily sometimes, and then other times you might need to do more drawings and try and finalize some ideas, that sort of thing. It is a process that you've got to like, really, just doing all this drawing. But yeah, I think this is the one that I'm going to turn into a proper drawing, like a full size drawing. So I'm going to put that one aside. I need to think about other types of cyber elements that I can add. I didn't really like the, you know, the metal sort of caps on the head or anything like that. Maybe like little bolts and wires maybe attaching here and there, but I didn't really like the helmet sort of thing, you know, the cap thing on the head. So I like the idea of a gun coming out of the mouth, but I don't think I'll do that for this drawing. So yeah, this initial sketch I'll develop into something in the next bit. So as you can see, I've got this little quick sketch at the side of me just to remind me of what I need to draw larger on this page. So I'm just going to work out, I'm going to draw quite sketchy like I did with that one, just to work it out at a larger scale, because it's going to be like the full page. So we'll keep that head right in the middle there. I'm just trying to draw the shapes. So the elbows like off the page, maybe still draw the arm there. And these arms can be like, I don't know, I was thinking some kind of robot cyborg type arms, I don't know. Just try and make it up. And the only thing that is like more organic is the head, really, you know, more like skull like, but it's supposed to be like a zombie type concept, so I want to try and draw more like details, like flesh details and stuff. Just move that slightly there. Again, just sketch it all out pretty quick. Get some of the main details in. Don't know if that's going to be an ear or not. No, maybe not an ear. Maybe some sort of thing where there's loads of wires. There's lots of wires and stuff like that that want to be attached to there. We just work this out with sketching. I've done the rib cage a bit wrong there. It needs to go up to the centre and then down that way. so I'm thinking about huge, like robotic type cyborg arms, and the rest is just rotten skeletal stuff with loads of flesh that I'll enjoy adding loads of detail there. So I think that arm's going to go off the page. I think I want to keep it loose like that. I'll maybe come back to that. Just got to work these things out. Some kind of bionic arms, I don't know. At the moment it looks like arms with lots of like overturned shirt sleeves, but we'll figure that out. Really it's just about sketching the pose of it, you know, the way it's going to look. Maybe have loads of wires going off in different directions, maybe try that. That's something that I haven't done with the previous little sketches. There's like rotten flesh on that part of the head, maybe the top. You'll see a lot of this just come together when I start to ink this. Again, this is going to be a long video, but I want to do at least one of these long videos every week, and then try and do more other videos, maybe some update videos on what I'm working on and things like that. So that's the plan, to try and get this channel back on track. Yeah, so that hands are looking a bit dodgy at the moment. Just try and figure it out. Maybe he's got like bionic legs as well, and the rest is just all rotten. It's all gone to hell, you know. The body part underneath, maybe the arms and the legs, you know, he sort of needs to get about. I don't know. I don't know. Absolutely rotten. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. It's a good concept. Looking very sketchy at this stage, but it always does, so. I'll get them ribs sorted out a bit more. Maybe like the ribs have got like flesh and other stuff on them. But so as always, it's just the hand. It's always the hands that need sorting out a bit more on these drawings. But I've got the initial sort of outline. Maybe do more with this arm. Maybe that might need a bit more work with that arm, I don't know. Scribbles for now. So yeah, let's sort this out a bit more. Like rotten looking hands, you know, as well as the rest of the other, you know, cyber zombie concept. Could draw that on there. Some few more wires, I don't know. Some wires coming off some sort of the, you know, the costume, I don't know. Like the robot suit, or I don't know. Just make it up as you go along. Sometimes it's a good idea just to hope for the best for your drawing. Particularly if you're just starting out with the concept. That's going to be all a lot in detail on that stomach, groin area. Let's draw like lines there. These are going to be metal, reflective sort of legs. And they just go off the page anyway, so maybe there's more wires down here. I like to draw loads of wires actually. Make it really sort of busy with wires. But I think that's a job to do after, once I've sorted out the main bits of this. For this next section I'll just start to ink things and just clear things up, so you might see me jump from, not like real time, but you know, like just see the process evolve before your eyes. Like magic. So while I was sketching this, or just adding ink to these areas, I was thinking about this arm. I think it might be like a cannon or something, but maybe it needs charging up. I don't know, I just made it up as I go along, so so maybe it's plugged into something like an outer sort of shell, I don't know, and that hand won't be there, so I'll just, I don't know, or maybe it is just a cannon and it looks different, perhaps. Be another wire, maybe going up there, don't know. It's just all about working out you know, the drawings, seeing if you can come up with something. Take a rubber to that, rub it out. Yeah, I think a cannon work best on that. It is a cyber zombie after all, so why not? Maybe the end of that has a sort of grill thing on it to grill some sausages. No, not really. So now I'm going to start adding Sharpie marker, thick lines, just wherever I want really, just to try and help just darken certain areas and just add something to it, you know, adding thicker lines. Not everywhere, just in certain places. Do thicker lines under the armour as well, just to help them stand out a bit more. Maybe some thick lines under the piping as well. Try and get that. Maybe just underneath this like gun cannon thing. Yeah, maybe just do them bits. Just helps add a certain dynamic to it by adding thicker lines just underneath. I've said this before, it gives some weight to the, you know, the characters. Still not sure about that area. It's just maybe just make it like loads of rotten sort of stuff and just sort of hope for the best. I don't know. I'm just, yeah, yep, a bit of shadow just under the skull like head of this cyber zombie. Maybe that side of that arm there. Just add something, that them thicker lines. Probably just go in now and maybe ink the rest of this. Maybe add some more details as I'm going along. It's the best way to do these drawings. Change this, almost like a, I don't know, different type of wiring. I'm sort of happy with this. I think it could do with more wires and stuff in, you know, a lot of busy stuff going on in the background, more details and things like that. I'll try and round that gun arm thing off a bit more. And it's like any other part of the drawing, you know, the more you ink it, the more it's gonna become more improved. Let me just straighten up them a bit. Draw these like little square things, little details. Try and draw like reflected sort of lines, like it's a metal arm. We can sort of see it's a metal arm, but it'll sort of come into its own, you know, when I add colour and that. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is skip to a time lapse, and I'm going to ink like a load of detail and a load of extra bits and bobs on this, and then we'll take it from there, probably erase all the pencil lines and start to colour it. So I've just erased a few pencil lines here and there. There's still a bit more to erase. I might just leave it as that and just add some colour soon. I just forgot about these leg bits. I'm going to do like some curved lines. Try and match up the lines of these metal bits. Almost like metal tin can legs. Something similar to the character Deathlock in Marvel Comics. It's got that sort of metal legs, sort of, you know, they come in like strips sort of thing, but it sort of like matches the muscle on the legs. So just quickly ink them lines. Don't have to do continuous lines because it's going to be broken up by colour anyway, and helped with colour as well, so do the same on these. And just fill in the little lines that I've missed. I'm going to add a little quick colour to this. I'm not going to, it's more of a concept sketch than anything else, which I've spent a bit of time on, but usually from these sketches you can make a finished drawing, or you can spend more time on it to make it more of a finished drawing if you want, fill in the background sort of thing. So yeah, the inking's done for now. I may ink more, particularly that gun, it looks a bit flat, but yeah, I'm going to start adding a bit of colour to this now. I'm just going to use Copic markers and maybe a few coloured pencils, maybe some polychroma pencils, Faber-Castell ones, which is my favourite pencils at the moment. Coloured pencils, that is. So yeah, yeah. So I'll just add some colour. What I'll do is add like all the darks and things like that, and do that. And I'll do this as a time lapse, and then we'll show the end result. So hopefully, I'll just colour through that. that's as far as I got with that. Basic concept, still not happy with the gun, but what can you do? It's still a concept drawing, it's not a finished illustration. If I had more time, I could have done the background, maybe added extra bits to the gun. In fact, I probably would have done that, but that's as far as I want to go with this video. I don't want it to be too long, but once you've reached the end of a drawing, it's best to just stop and not waste any more time. I'd definitely approach this differently if I was to do this concept again. Different positioning of the gun and a lot of the wires. Yeah, it could be interesting if I did redraw this in a separate video, do it really differently and add more detail like I need to, and you know, like I feel like I need to redraw this, but it's a good enough concept sketch. It's adequate, satisfactory as I'd say. Yeah, it's got all the colours there that I wanted, just basic colouring, and yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. How to arrive at a concept drawing of this cyber zombie drawing. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers now.